What is up, world? A little bit update here on the lockdown. They've gotten a little bit stricter. I mean, even to go to the grocery store, we have to go through like 4 checkpoints. To get into our building, we have to have a quarantine pass. It's getting a lot more difficult. They're putting up extra protections around some of the cashiers. They're like completely fenced in with like plastic. It almost looks like a hazmat, like radioactive place or something now. Hopefully these measures help. I really hope they do. Every time that we end up going to the grocery store, it seems like there's less and less food. So hopefully we get through this in one piece and things can get back to normal. So I'm going to show you a couple clips. The first clip here is to show you the cashiers, how they're covered in. And then I'll show you some other stuff. So let's look at that first. The next clip here is from a little while back. They make you sit in chairs and you got to kind of wait in line. Some of this was put in place. There was a politician here who was infected. He got tested. He knew that he was probably infected and still went to the stores anyway, and possibly put a lot of people at risk just because he didn't care. So here's another little quick video of that. So let me show you that.
Never a good idea to touch surfaces. So I'm going to stand as we wait to hopefully get some food.
So another clip here kind of shows you the distancing that takes place in the elevators. You got to kind of keep your distance. I'll explain that. Let me show you that. The elevators, there's only 4 allowed at a time. You have to stand in your corner facing the wall. So yeah, I'm back at the Airbnb, the apartment that I've been staying at. Every time we go out, it's definitely an adventure just to get stuff. There's very few places, of course, open. And every time we go in, there's more and more rules. And it can be kind of a task just to get something very simple. The president of the Philippines was actually just recently on the news. He was saying for people not to worry. He's trying to keep the panic down. He's saying there's plenty of food and, you know, we're going to make it. He was trying to calm people down. Let's take a look.
So are fighting in the front lines, our doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, police, soldiers, civil servants, and everyone performing essential services in the private sector. I assure you that your efforts will be rewarded. Your heroism will not be forgotten. My condolences to the families, and I assure you na tutulong kami sa anumang paraan. Recovery package, especially to micro, small, and medium enterprises to help deal with the economic effects of this pandemic. My economic team is already creating the guidelines for this. People tasked of distributing the money, distributing the food, distributing the relief goods. Kindly do it. I use the word to a T.
So that was the president. I have a feeling the lockdown is probably going to be extended. We're supposed to get out on April 13th. I don't see that happening. They keep putting more and more restrictions in place. And I understand why. I mean, the hospitals have already been slammed here. Luckily, the lockdown has slowed down the rate here. if we had a large increase, kind of like some other countries had, like the United States, or even when like Korea and Japan first got hit, the Philippines wouldn't have been able to handle it. We just don't have the infrastructure here. I do hope, though, that these precautions will get us in the right direction so the economy can get back to normal here, so people can have normal lives. I have, prayers to my friends and family all around the world. I'm thinking about you guys every day. I hope we can all get through this together, and I hope to see you guys at the end. So I got nothing but love. Be safe out there. Be smart out there. Peace.